Love can be found in the most unexpected places. For a duke's son, it was found in the raging heart of a river, in the eyes of the woman who saved him. But in a world divided by class and power, such a love comes with a price. This is the story of a vow not made in a castle but in the heart. A story of betrayal, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of a second chance. This is The River Bride. One day the Serpent's River was rarely kind, but on this night it was a roaring beast. For Anya, the fisherman's daughter, its fury was a call to action. A fork of lightning illuminated the chaos, revealing something that did not belong, a scrap of fine fabric, a pale hand amidst the debris. The river fought her for its prize, but Anya knew its tricks. With a strength born of a life on the water, she dragged the unconscious man to shore. In her small, humble cottage, she stoked the fire and tended to the stranger. The fine embroidery on his tunic spoke of a world far removed from her own. After a few hours, when he woke up, his first conscious sight was not a gilded ceiling, but smoke-stained wood. His first sound was not the chatter of courtiers, but the crackle of a fire and the soft breathing of the woman who saved him.
"You're safe,"
she said, her voice steady as the river on a calm day.
"I'm Anya. You were in the river."
Kaelen,
he replies. Over the days, as his strength returned, he watched her life, mending nets, bargaining at the market, a life of honest toil. It was a world he had only ever read about.
I am but a son of a minor noble, a merchant, nothing more.
Evening by the fire. Kaelen speaks. He told her of his journey, of bandits ambushing his carriage on the cliff road. He omitted his title, Lord Kaelen of House Valerius, fearing it would build a wall between them. Therefore he presents himself as a minor noble's son, a merchant. On the next day, in return, she taught him to mend a net.
"You have it now."
Yeah, I think I do.
His large, elegant hands were clumsy with the rope, and her laughter was not mocking, but warm and infectious. It was a look held a moment too long, a brush of hands when passing a bowl, a silent understanding that bloomed in the space between words. The river had given more than a life. It had given a connection. The idyll shattered with the arrival of soldiers in royal livery. They scoured the village, searching for the lost son of a powerful duke.
"You are Lord Kaelen, the Duke's heir,"
she stated, the words flat. The pieces had clicked into place, his bearing, his knowledge, his evasion.
Anya,
Kaelen looks pained. Anya, he begins, but the wall between their worlds has suddenly been rebuilt, brick by brick. He could hide no longer. Identifying himself to the captain, he was whisked back into the gilded cage of his title, but the cage now felt smaller, for he had known freedom.
I have to see you.
Yet the river called them back.
"I know, my love. I worry we'll be discovered."
Under the guise of inspecting the riverlands, Kaelen found his way to her. Their meetings were stolen, secret, and all the more intense for it. Rumors of his son's peasant fascination reached the Duke. Lord Valerius was a man who saw people as pawns, and a fisherman's daughter was a piece to be removed from the board.
This distraction must end.
On the other hand, when Anya prepared to meet Kaelen, her father, Orwin, pulled her aside and said,
"The attention of nobles is like a summer storm, child. Beautiful to watch, but it only leaves destruction in its wake."
Anya's expression is stubborn, but a seed of fear is planted. "It's different, father,"
"It's different, father,"
she insists, but her voice lacks its usual conviction.
I cannot do this, father. You will, Kaelen.
The Duke presented Kaelen with a choice: a politically advantageous marriage to a lady of the court, or the complete ruin of Anya's village and family.
It's over between us, Anya.
To protect her, he had to break her heart. He met her at the river one last time, his words cold and formal, telling her it was over, that it had been a diversion. But Anya was not a woman to be played with. She went to the Duke herself, not to beg, but to bargain. She would leave forever if he swore to leave her family and village in peace. She packed her few belongings, the memory of his touch now a brand of pain. The river that had given her love now seemed to mock her with its endless, uncaring flow. Back at court, Kaelen was a ghost of his former self. The laughter was hollow, the politics meaningless. He saw Anya's face in every crowd, her absence a constant ache. A whisper slithered through the court. The fisherman's daughter had not left willingly, but had been silenced by the Duke's order. The implication was murder. Kaelen confronted his father, not as a son, but as an enemy. The Duke, cornered, admitted to the bargain, but scoffed at the accusation of murder.
I am not a common thug,
he spat. A violent argument. Kaelen shoves a valuable vase from a pedestal. It shatters.
Where is she?
He roars. In that moment, Kaelen made his choice. He tore the signet ring of his house from his finger and threw it at his father's feet.
My title for the truth,
he demanded. He became a hunter, following the faint trail Anya had left. He used skills he'd learned from her, how to ask the right questions, how to listen to the whispers of the land. He found her in a coastal town, working in a shipwright's yard, her hair once again wild and free. She was building a new life, one he desperately wanted to be part of.
I know I don't deserve your forgiveness.
But I had to try.
He did not approach her as a lord, but as a supplicant. He told her everything, the ultimatum, the bargain she made, his father's cruelty and his own cowardice. Anya listens, her arms wrapped around herself. She is no longer the naive girl, but a woman who understands the cost of love and power.
I have nothing to offer you but myself, a man with no title, no land, just a heart that is entirely and forever yours.
Anya searches his eyes, looking for the truth. She sees the Lord, the patient, the broken man, and the reborn man, all in one. She placed her hand in his. It was not the hand of a princess to a knight, nor a peasant to a lord. It was the hand of one soul, weathered by storms, finding its harbor in another. The serious, intense gaze finally softens into one of pure, peaceful joy. Anya's smile returns, full and genuine, banishing the last of the shadows. They did not return to his world or hers. They built a new one, by the sea, where the son of a duke and the daughter of a river could be simply Kaelen and Anya, bound not by vow or title, but by a love stronger than any current. They are at peace. Their love story, born from a river's fury, has found its calm sea. And so, the river that brought them together carried them to a new shore, a place where titles were forgotten and only love remained. The story of Kaelen and Anya reminds us that the strongest currents are those of the heart. Thank you for joining us on their journey.
If you've enjoyed watching until now, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Amora Stories so you'll never miss an update.